Welcome to Friday Fantastic. Today's episode is going to be brief. Again, try to keep these around 5 minutes for you guys and girls. Everything is going to be okay. Don't get fixated on one problem. What this means to me, I will share a story with you guys once again because everyone loves a good story. I went to an epic event in Ohio. I only have, actually at this time, a single Heart Healthy Hustle t-shirt that I had custom made to represent my brand. The shirt is cool. I like it. It's comfortable. It fits pretty well, actually, and it's clean looking, and you can read it. It's a good shirt, good looking shirt. Downside is that white is very corruptible in terms of smudges. So I get back from my trip. I change into my white t-shirt because I go back to pick up my car from where I had it parked for the couple days that I was out of town. The battery had it died. Like it totally fried out when I was gone because my car was sitting. So my car would not start. I had tried to get it jumped. It wouldn't work. Battery was like leaking acid. It was a bad situation. So I was getting hot out there. It was still warm. I had a friend, shout out to Brad. If you hear this episode, thank you, brother, for helping me out, taking me to pick up a battery, spending the afternoon, getting that installed and everything. Really appreciate you, man. So I get that done, but in the process, I got some oil smudges and dirt stains on that shirt. And I was like, oh, I better wash this quickly because if I don't, I won't be able to get it out and the shirt won't look clean anymore. And it's the only one I have, right? It's like this scarcity mentality. And yes, it's a fact. It's the only one I have, but it's also the only one that I have right now. And it's also not that expensive to get a replacement. And it's also not the end of the world if I don't get a replacement. Like, how's that going to affect anything or change anything in the world? You know, it's not that big of a deal at all. But it was taking up some mental real estate. And the reason was, I think, is because I really like the shirt. It's the first one. I don't want to wreck it. I washed it. It did get cleaned up. It's not perfect. And as I was folding my laundry here today, actually, after I washed it, I was looking at the shirt and I'm like, I can kind of still see a little bit. It's not perfectly white, but it came out more than I would have expected it to. And, what hit me in that moment was like, dude, it's just a shirt. Like, why are you thinking about it at all like this? Like, so that first second where your thoughts might try to take you to a place of anxiety, even on a very low level hum or stress or discomfort, especially based off of a material item like that, even if it holds a lot of sentimental value to you, I mean, I want you to not get frustrated or fixated on any one issue or problem, if you will, or situation. You know, we're pretty fickle. I think human beings, we are fickle. Like, we get excited about that t-shirt that we so love. And it's like a crappy old t-shirt, maybe. Collar's stretched out, doesn't even look good. It's not really hold any sentimental value except that you wore it multiple times. Now it's a gross shirt, whatever that is. But the point of this episode, guys, is going into this weekend, just let things go. Don't get fixated on situations, especially on issues that you cannot control. Had a really great interview with a now friend of mine, Adam Lamb. He's the author of the book Better Than the Binge, Overcoming the Social Pressure of Alcohol. So he talks about how one of the biggest keys that he's embraced to become hugely successful in Woodlands in Texas is letting go of what you can't control. Control what you can by living proactively, and simultaneously let go of what you cannot control. Does that mean don't care about it? Not necessarily, but it does mean don't allow it to use up your glucose in your brain. Don't allow it to take up mental real estate and thought energy to, process, think about, worry, concern, anything about it. Realize what's the worst case scenario. And usually that worst case scenario is fake, or it's never going to happen. Or even if it does happen, it's not a big deal. It's not even a big deal. Worst case scenario. That is so freeing to me. When I hear that, I get so jazzed. I get so excited. So with that, guys, I'm going to send you into the weekend. Don't forget to jump on iTunes. If you haven't already, please leave a 5-star review for the Heart Healthy Hustle podcast. Let us know how we can improve. Send me an email, jonathan@thehearthealthyhustle.com. Send me an email there. Any ideas, send me an email, feedback, how I can improve the show, guests you would like to hear from. Let me know. I will do what I can. This show is really starting to take off quite a bit, and I'm really grateful, and I'm just kind of hanging on for the ride, but also kind of shoveling coal into the, train, if you will, the train of this podcast and everything it's representing. And I'm excited. I really appreciate you guys as my friends and the listeners. I know all of you personally. I think I've met most all of you personally in some capacity at this point, and that's so exciting to me. I really mean it. That's so important to me. And yeah, so I could talk all day about this, but remember, worst case scenario, even if it came to fruition, everything's going to be okay. I will see you on Monday. Godspeed.